What's up, everybody? How you doing? You like tiny trucks? How is everybody's Friday going? I got to say, it was a pretty rough week. Pretty brutal week. Got there though. Made it this weekend. What's up, Camille Mark? Oh, no worries, dude. Completely impromptu live tonight. Just had some spare time. Just moping around the house. Went for a mini bike ride. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do some crawling. Ooh. Got a big old rock back there. No. See you later, Camille Mark. What's everybody else doing in there? We're gonna have a little lag spike because a lot of people pile in, but it'll clear up in a second. Tonight I am driving the KYOSHO miniZ Toyota 4RUNNER, slightly modified. The LiPo battery, got weights, custom weights all over the car. AXIAL tires with modified hubs. It was purchased on 3D printed purchase ones off, was it Etsy or something? Oh no, I'm stuck. I was jacked right in there. Recovery. I actually grew up with one of these trucks. Pretty much the same thing, but without the SR package. So it didn't have the little flares here. But basically the same thing. Bright ass yellow, canary yellow. This one's a miniZ KYOSHO. A KYOSHO miniZ Toyota 4RUNNER. I've got a SCX on the bench over there though. I'm gonna go drive that in a little bit. Give you a look at it in 1 second. I got about 5 crawlers. 3 of them are up here right now. We've got these 2 guys as well. So we've got an SCX24 and this is an URAB 124. Oh, it took a lot of time. We've been doing this for about 3 years though now. And this was the original course all right here. It's just got a lot more detail, lots of cool features. And then recently in the springtime, I did a whole revamp and built all this structure over here. How you doing, comics? Just giving people a quick overview of the course there. Gotta do a little bit more work on it. It's the season for it though. Perfect time for crawling. You guys like little exhaust on there. 3D printed. How's your 3D printing going, Comics? You printing anything cool? Oh no! I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been printing very much. I find that I'm not in my office enough during the day and stuff in the summer. So I don't print that much in the summer, but we're getting there now. Yeah, I've just been printing little trinkets and things like that. I've got a few things on the back burner that I think I'm gonna print eventually. I want to get started on some stuff for Christmas too. It's great little stocking stuffers and just like little stuff, you know what I mean? Where'd everybody go? It always happens like that. Pick up a little more. She's driving smooth. I've accomplished, I got a Run Keeper, that app that tracks like your, whoa, no. Got it. It tracks like your fitness and stuff like that, and like your trips when you go biking and like running and bullshit like that. And I've been using it to track my mini bike rides, and I've only had it for like I think like 10 days, but I've put down 50 kilometers. I put down 50 kilometers on the mini bike. This guy, and that's only since I've been tracking it. That is so much fun. I go for these nighttime rides, just zipping around the neighborhood, weaving through like the walking paths and like cutting through little neighborhood, like nice paved roads onto like little like, you know how they have like cut throughs in neighborhoods that go between the streets? It's awesome. I occasionally see a dog walker and they give me a weird look, but whatever. I do not care. I am having too much fun. Yeah, I wonder what we should do tonight. A little theme of something usually is fun, eh? And here's some 4Runner stories. You guys want to hear about the time I took my full-size 4Runner up a ski hill in the late 90s? It was a, not a giant ski hill, but a real ski hill. And we took 5 guys in a 4Runner just like this. And there's only 2 doors in these 4Runners, so you can only get in at the front. And I don't think we're going to go up the big giant one right now. Come around the back here. And anyways, we started up the mountain, no problem. Got up part of the ways, and we stopped and got out, and the grass was like 5 feet deep at some points. And oh, nice! Congrats, my friend. Congrats on the grads. And anyways, we come on, slippery. Speed, power. Oh. Knocked over Juggernaut. There we go. And when the guys got out, part of the way up the mountain, there was a whole bunch of deer, and they were like running through the deep grass and terrifying the guys. They came running back to the car, and I was like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Deer! There's deer running in the grass." They're all like spooked. Yeah, and then, whoa, glad we didn't do that on the ski hill. But we went pretty much all the way. We didn't go all the way because it's pretty hairy the last like few hundred. What's up, Nighthawk? How you doing? Just telling a little story about when I took my full-size 4Runner up a ski hill with some friends. It wasn't too traumatic. We made it pretty much most of the way, like about 400 feet up, and then we turned around, and then like probably 100, 200 feet from the bottom, we some guys wanted to climb one of the towers for the chairlift. So I was like, sure, and I stopped the car. And when I stopped the car, I let out the clutch a little fast, and I bumped it, like it stalled. And so I stalled on the hill, but that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was that the battery cables bounced off. What's up, Swart? How you doing? I am back. Trying. Yeah, we'll be Fridays and Sundays usually, a few more here and there. I didn't think I was going to get on tonight, but I have the chance. And yeah, when we stopped the truck on the ski hill, the battery cable popped off, and with no battery cable on, you got no power steering, you got no power to your brakes. So I had to stand on the brake pedal basically. And it was steep, like it was like this kind of steep, you know, well, no steeper than that, the ski hill. And so I had to stand on the brake pedal, and this is back in the friggin' 90s, and we didn't have a flashlight or phones with lights, so the guys were like trying to reattach the battery cables with their bare hands in the dark using G-force watches. I'll see you later, dude. No worries. We're just here for having some funs. But they did get the battery cables back on. That was a crazy trip. I wonder what's another off-road story I could tell you. I got a lot of off-road stories. Another time I took the 4Runner, me and a buddy just went for a drive. We're like, let's just go for a drive, and just started down an access road, started down a boundary road, down a forestry road, and all of a sudden we're on 4-wheeler trails, and then all of a sudden we're crossing old raggedy bridges. And then all of a sudden we come into just a clearing that looks simple and harmless, and is just clay, just slick as can be clay. And it had slippery tires, and we just sunk into like not even deep, like 3 inches of clay. and it was just so slippery that it didn't matter forward or reverse. The tires just spun like crazy, and there was no putting a stick or nothing on it. It was like 80 feet in any direction to trees. It was a nightmare. So we ended up leaving the truck there for the night after trying to get it out with a whole bunch of like trees and like everything you could think. And then the next day I went back with 2 different dudes. One dude with the Jeep Cherokee couldn't get to it. Oh no! That was alright. It's a pretty good test of the new flooring. Handled that quite well. What's up, Ghost? How you doing? Yeah, and that worked really well, actually. Yeah, and what was I saying there? I don't think I caught you. Okay, no, I must have just drove silly. More driving. Oh yeah. I don't know, I think that protected the paint, that little bounce. It bounced on the bumpers mostly, actually. Just kind of popped away on its nose and tail. Oh yeah, the clay. The Jeep Cherokee couldn't make it. And I think we're gonna jump back to the original course. We're gonna try it down here. In a second, I gotta turn the music down a little bit. Just because the speaker is like right in line with us here. Alright, we're gonna try to go up here. I don't know if we can make it. This part is pretty steep right here. That's like the ski hill, as steep it was. What's up, Rod? You hiding back there? People can't hide anymore because it shows me their picture and it says go live with that person. It's tricky now. I hear that there's a big Snapchat update coming too that's going to be problematic for some people. Ooh, it's going to reveal all these conversations, and I guess whenever you half rate a message, it shows like what you wrote and what you deleted. I don't think we can get up here. It's a little too steep. Oh, maybe not too steep. All right, I gotta cheat. Oh, my lights have died. Anyways, back to the bush where my 4Runner was stranded for a night. I spent the night at my friend's place and told my mom, which was her car at the time, that it was perfectly fine and the 4Runner was definitely not stuck in some clay in the bush. And anyways, the next day, I got another friend to come out there with a very similar Toyota pickup truck, the one with the V6. Basically the same thing as a 4Runner, but with a bigger engine and a pickup box. And he had a bit of a nightmare getting out there. He got out there, but when he got there, he could not budge my truck. Just no weight. My truck was just too big compared to his. Like, he had no weight. I had like the roof box on mine, and he had just like a box, you know what I mean? So truck stayed again one more night in the forest. Like, I'm talking deep in the forest too, like probably like 35-40K in the forest. And then after that, the next day I had another friend come out. We went part of the way with a truck, and then we took wheelbarrows, come-alongs, and chains and bullshit, and we used come-alongs, and we went way in the bush, and we got to a tree, and we pulled it out real slow, inch by inch. It was brutal. The whole way it would just get stuck. The clay was just so slick. That might have been actually the last serious off-road trip with that truck. And on the way out, it was crazy. We piled all the guys into the truck, and with the wheelbarrow with the chains and the come-alongs all in the back, like all back here basically. And this is where they sit, and it's all back here. And then we hauled ass out, and one of the wheels in the front wasn't getting any power, so we were three-wheel driving it. And at one point we got stuck on a bridge, and my friends all wanted to get out, and I was just like, no, we're going, and I just hammered it through, and it's like I could see the wheelbarrow and the chains just bouncing, flying up in the rear view mirror. I was just like, oh, I hope they don't fly into the back seat. We're fine. I'll tell you a fun story now, comics, of well, it's not that fun, but it's pretty fun. we were hauling ass on some back roads, the back road that was like attached to my property, so like I knew it really well. And we were cruising around, like drifting corners with the 4Runner, and we came around this one spot where it's like three big like wows in the road, as we call it in Ontario, where it like goes up and down and kind of gives you like butterfly feeling. And on like the second one of them, a huge bird, like big ass bird that I'd never seen before, like a pheasant sized bird, you know, it came up and smoked the window like up in the top corner, and my friend Caleb in the front seat just screams, "Whiskey Jack!" And I was like, "What the F is a Whiskey Jack?" He's like, "You just effed it up." Yeah, a Whiskey Jack is like a pheasant, basically. Yeah, didn't mean to. Just cruising. Whoa. Ooh, the paint on the sandpaper. Ouch. And some other fun 4Runner stories. I don't know if you guys are enjoying them or not. Think of another fun one. Oh, another fun story is one time we took my 4Runner out to a bog, and we went and collected a bucket full of tadpoles and like creatures from the bog, like hundreds of tadpoles, and then we let the tadpoles go in one of my friends' ponds. He had like a little pond, like a kiddie pool sized pond that they dug in their backyard, and we filled it full of like these tadpoles. And then like all summer they were like, "Man, you should see, we have real tadpoles." It's like, "Oh no shit, eh?" And like frog sounds all summer, which wasn't bad, but I thought that was fun. It's kind of like that frog army, but like 20 years ago. Oh, 25 years ago. I'm getting old. And he creeps up on you. It's the other day. Whoa. Yeah. You know what got me thinking of fun stuff? I saw a video about an armadillo. Armadillo? Not sure what exactly the proper pronunciation is for it. I have confessions. Armadillos roll up into a ball, and they stay in the ball pretty hard from what I can tell. I must assume that someone has kicked an armadillo. Someone has played a little bit of soccer, you know, not like punting him, but like, you know, just a little ball handling. Is it the songs too loud, or? I'm actually gonna go back a few songs there, they're good ones. I was kind of standing right in front of the speakers, so I think it'll be better in a sec. So yeah, armadillos. Anybody ever have any experience with them? I feel like they'd be danger around me, and I'd have problems with self-control. Like I'd want to put one through a basketball net. I wouldn't want to hurt one by any means, but I'm pretty sure they could handle it. I don't know. And then it got me thinking too about practical jokes. Like, oh my god, it's so much of a good thing that we don't have possums or armadillos here when I was growing up, because it's like we would have put them in mailboxes, we would have put them in people's cars, like. Well, that's a new one, comics. Haven't heard that one before. I think we're running low on battery power. The torque is not there today. Yeah, fascinating little creatures, those armadillos. Trying to think of some fun practical jokes we used to do back in the day. I just had remembered one while I was telling the armadillo stuff. I forget it now. I think we're gonna switch up more of the crawlers soon. Dukes of Hazzard. What do they do in the Dukes of Hazzard? Oh, is that quote from the armadillo stuff? Yeah, I don't remember that one. I remember that movie pretty vaguely. What was it, Jessica Simpson was Daisy Dukes or some garbage? I can't remember. And then Johnny Knoxville, and who was the other guy? Was it Johnny Knoxville? I think it was Johnny Knoxville, wasn't it? The remake, right? I've been through so many movies. The movies I've seen in my age. Alright, let's switch up the crawler, I think, once we get across here. Well, you know what, let's go for a mountain crawl to the top, see if we can get up there. I don't know if we can make it up this portion, might have to go the other side. Let's go for Maple Mountain. 11.5 feet to the tippy top. You know what are some great movies that I recently have been rewatching? Well, they're not great. They're just fun. They're all the Broken Lizard videos by the guys who did Super Trooper. They have a whole bunch of like little, like these oddity movies that they did, like Club Dread. What was the other one I just watched the other day? But they're not just Super Troopers, and they have like a variety of like roles they play, and they're not like their old characters, if you know what I mean. Come on there, whoa! What the heck was the other one I just watched? I forget the name right now. And a non-movie that I've been rewatching again is that Cyberpunk show. This is one of the songs from it on the radio right now. The stereo radio. Holy shit. Sounds old. I don't think we're gonna get up there. We're having a lot of trouble just in the lower parts. I think the battery's too dead. Oh, yeah, battery's dead. It just died. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch up to I think we're gonna go with the SCX for a little bit, and then we'll go to the GP, wrap things up at the end. What did you do, comics? Whoa! Sorry about that. What did I do today? Honestly, not a whole lot. Just works. The size difference in these two. It's kind of like real life, really. You're not even from that era. It's not even a reasonable mistake. Sometimes I find myself just putting in. Sorry, trying to fix my controller here. Just putting in. Oh, this is gonna be loud. 1 second. We're down right in line with the thing. Sometimes I find myself putting in like weird days, like 2018 or 2015 sometimes. But I'm usually pretty on it with that. It's crazy how fast time flew by. It's like somebody had a TikTok where they're like, the year doesn't even sound real. It's like the year 2022 when cigarettes became sentient. It's like, yeah, this sounds like a crappy sci-fi movie. Whoa. What's a good first crawler? It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for like a big one, like a 110, the Traxxas always has some really good stuff. I don't know the names of their crawlers off the top of my head, but I have a Red Cat Gen 7 Pro, which is really awesome. On the lower side, there's an Everest 10 and a Danchi Ridge Rock. They are really capable crawlers right out of the box. And I've never upgraded anything on my Danchi, and it's still going really hard. And my Red Cat I've used more, but I haven't had to upgrade lots of stuff on it. So, well, I haven't had to. It actually went almost, I think, a year and a half before I broke anything. And then in these tiny crawlers, the SCX24 is always like, it's kind of the benchmark. It's pretty good. It's got a few flaws, but nothing that you can't live with. And there's so many accessories. Yeah, the TRX4. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's kind of lower, like more accessible price range and everything. Because they can get expensive. And then there's the Axial Wraith. That thing is really tight. And what is the other Axial rig? There's another Axial one. What is it? BS? Is it SCX? Is it SX10 or something like that? It's basically a 10th scale version of the SCX24. I can't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, the Trax is good too. Yeah, I've heard lots of good stuff about them. Yeah, I don't know their brand, like individual names too well, but I've seen videos and I've seen them for sale here and there, and I've been thinking about getting one. People sell them used, and they always have a pretty high value. No. What else is a good one? I can't think of any off the top of my head. It's been a little while since I've been shopping for any. I know, right? That's how I did it too. I was into RC stuff when I was younger, but then as an adult, it's like, I got the adult's money. Let's do real fun stuff. Which in itself is a rabbit hole. What's up, Cyrus? How you doing, my friend? Doing a little crawling. Yeah, these guys are 124 scale crawlers, and some of those other ones I was mentioning were 110 scale, like the Gen 7 and the Wraith and the TRX4. Comics technically mention that one. There's also a small range of like 118 crawlers too. They're not as good quality though. A lot of them by WPL, and there's a few other ones too. Can't remember. What's that Chevrolet pickup truck one? Comics, you remember that one? It was around for a while and a few people picked it up. It has a very similar body to this one. Look at my mini bike, isn't it awesome? Just force you to look at it every now and then. Yeah, I never drove that one, but I saw a lot of people had it. Whoa, ah. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, the drag ones are crazy. I don't know anything about those ones though. Oh, I knew that was coming. One more try. That's okay. It's yeah, can't remember what it's called either, unfortunately. Had a weird company name. Not too weird, but here we're gonna try to go real slow here, see if that'll help it. Yeah, I think so. Whoa! Made it! What's up, Larry? How you doing? Welcome to the crawl course. Nice little maneuver there we just did. We never did decide a name on this place, really, eh? got little names for all the features. Most of the features. Broke the dryer. Oh, oh no! Oh, I happen to have a dryer right here for you, my friend. Want to come over and help you move it into the basement? You can have my old one. It's a funny story, actually. I'm a pack rat, hoarder, as they're called nowadays. Derogatorily called. And I grab just about anything that I can find. It's free, man. It's free. I'll take it. And some dude was getting rid of his washer and dryer at the garbage, and I was driving by with my wife, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Both of those things don't break. Like, one of those broke, and he got a set. And we went and checked, and sure enough, the washer was the only thing that was broken. Dryer's working fine. Thanks, Spartan. Appreciate it. And yeah, so I got myself a free dryer. It's like a 2018. Our current dryer is like a 2015. It's all digital, plays songs and bullshit. There it is, the Glacier. Thank you, comics. Very helpful. Yeah, that's the other crawler we were talking about. It's a pretty decent mid-size. Sorry, I cheated there. Going into the tunnel. I wonder where RC Challenge has been. Haven't seen him in ages. His TikTok's been kind of inactive. I know he's been a bit active on Facebook, but I do not do the Facebooks very much. They're the borings. You know what's very funny too? I find that what do you call it? YouTube, Instagram, even Twitter. They're all pushing really hard on like short form videos. And I made a YouTube account, but I can't really get any monetization or anything out of it. So it's kind of discouraging because it's like they promised all this stuff for the shorts, and like the shorts are doing so well on there, but the regular videos, no good. You make a long form video, you are boned. The EZRC, like we said, we don't specifically have any personal experience. It's got a bit of plastic on it, but I've heard some good stuff from it. In the $200 range, I would suggest the Danchi Ridge Rock or the Everest 10. It's a really high articulation truck, so it looks a little bit like a monster truck as opposed to like a real truck, but it's really capable, like incredibly capable. If you want to hit a comment on one of my videos that's on my wall, I'll tag you in a couple of videos of my Danchi. It's got a different body than what you get, but that one's my choice for the under $200. I don't know if we can get up here. It's too jacked up, I think. I think we did just a minute ago, though, didn't we? My most powerful one isn't that powerful. Probably that. It's just a 110, 110 four-wheel drive speed buggy. Only it does about 35k an hour. Isn't that fast. There's some really fast ones out there. I work on the just above hobby tier, or just into hobby tier kind of trucks and cars and toys range. I can't afford that crazy fast stuff. And actually, I'm a little of the understanding too that my like this little car right here, I crash it quite a bit. Break it and can replace it, but I know if I had a fast one like a Trax, like an E-Max or something like that, S-Max, I know they're strong, but I would totally crash it all the time. I'd be smashing that thing into things and bending wheels, and like, can't afford to be replacing all those parts. You think I got some YouTube influencer money? But yeah, exactly, the little stuff like these things, and these things break far less frequently, I find, so if you're running something that's incredibly fast, you break it a lot more. And actually I learned that because I had a slightly faster two-wheeled car before, and I blew it into smithereens against the tree roof one day. Not really, just blew apart most of the back end. And then it was like, well, this is parts now. What's up, everybody? How you doing? If you enjoy these tiny crawlers, and please encourage you to hit that follow button. We'll be back here Sunday night at 9 p.m. and usually around 9 p.m. Fridays and sometimes in the week. Self-promotion section complete. You can also follow CLG Comics if you like as well. How you doing, Cyrus? How's your weekend going, my friend? I think it's Cyrus, eh? It's hard to catch usernames on the fly while I'm driving. Sometimes I miss comments too. And I miss all those cool AR things where people put sunglasses and hats on me and shit. Well, I'm having a pretty good weekend. Got a few people in here. Give you guys a wide shot of everything. Built all this heavily painted section 3 years ago, I think, and added this new top mountain. This one here was already here, but all this is new over here. We're gonna go over there in a minute, I think. Maybe we'll swing over there right now. Let's see if we can get up the big mountain. Let's go for it. Let's go for that big mountain. This guy is really jacked, so the one problem with it is that it'll kind of like get to a certain point and then the front end just pops up. The best crawler, honestly, is my little Jeep, my little Urab 124. Oh, unbelievable how good it is. Ooh, just tried to flip over. It is currently trying to flip over. Come on, you can do it. We need a little speed, a little power. Just gonna back up to here and go again. Oh, front wheels in the air. Get up. Oh, we made it up. All right, let's see if we can get way up there. Sorry for that bright light there. I need a little shade on it or something. Ooh, this is tricky here. Got to transition onto the foam. Oh, that tire's way up in the air. We on the foam now. Oh, we're slipping. Gotta go back. Oh, tire in the air. Oh, two front tires are in the air. Hang on 1 second. I'm just gonna come over here for a better angle. Can't really see it. All right. Let's see if we can get up there. I do have some RC planes and drones and things. I've got a cheap Wish RC plane that's friggin' awesome, $30, and it looks like an F-22 Raptor. We made it! And it's got just dual propellers. It's pretty cheap, but it's pretty awesome. And then I've got a Voltanix War Dogs 400 series P51 single prop. It's pretty much as close as an airplane control as you can get. It's got flaps and ailerons. Well, it's actually just got one major flap. Oh, we're gonna flip. Yeah, okay. Are you guys ready for the deadly fall? It's gonna be flipping time in a second here. Oh, let's see if I can recover first. Ooh, yeah, we will flip for sure. Flipping in 2 minus. Let's see how good a driver I am. Oh, not that good. Oh, all right, meant to do that. You just wanted to come down here. Actually, wasted. Like the D is falling off. All right, well, we're okay. Let's just come over here for a second. We'll get a little restart. Totally forgot what I was talking about now. We'll do a little self-promo. Go ahead and hit the follow on that guy right there. A little button on the side. Trying to get the... Trying to get that 100,000 followers going. Just trying to remember what I was at for a second there. I had to look at the screen. I'm at 85,000. We were going so hard for so long, and then I took a big break in the summer, and then TikTok totally was like, yeah, you're not doing anything. We're not giving you the time of day. And actually, I'm kind of got beef with TikTok right now because I've lost all my cool editing features. You guys know, like, how they have, like the cool the cheesy effects, but they're cool, like the ones where it shakes the screen, or like it puts like what do you call it? It puts like the 3 colors on the screen, and the kind of like distorts the image, and like there's a whole bunch of them. And there's one where it's like it makes it look like a fuzzy signal from a TV, an old TV. Anyways, all the cool ones to like do transitions and everything. I'm stuck with basically like feathers and water dots, and it's like, what are those? Who has ever used those transitions and those effects? Like feathers? Like G-Kid, how you doing? Yeah, it has been a while. Yeah, I've just been busy, just kind of took a little break and been doing a lot of other stuff.
I don't know if you've been around, but I kind of rebuilt this whole corner in the springtime, and then summer kind of just took off, and I was there just riding go-karts and riding mini bikes and catching fish, riding kayaks and catching fish. Yeah, just had a really nice summer, pretty much. Focused a little less on the live streams. I found too that I think because it was like the first post-pandemic, you know, post air quotes pandemic, everybody was like back to doing stuff. So like viewership in the summer was real low. So I was just like, I'll just take a little break. And it kind of gave me a little bit of a renewed kind of enjoyment. I was kind of not bored with it, but I need a little more challenge every now and then. And I've got to add some more stuff too. I got to add some stuff up there. I kind of just started. I added some tubes and bumps in there, but I got to cover them with some sort of material. So yeah, the course will increase in size. I got to figure out how to reintegrate my Jurassic Park section. I got a whole bunch of Jurassic Park props that I 3D printed and I took them out, but I never brought them back in. I got to figure it out. I'll figure it out though. Thank you again, everybody, for coming back tonight. I'm going to switch up to the little Jeep in a little bit. I'm kind of mostly around this one. A few more features to have fun with first. Wheels on this one are really nice. I love the, I replaced the nut in the center with a gold one. I find it's really nice. Funny, my stepdad, he had a Dodge square box, very similar to this growing up, and he put a plow on it, and occasionally we would just plow random things with it. My friend had like a whole bunch of raspberries like encroaching in his backyard, and I just took one day, I was like, I'm borrowing the truck, like just as like to drive the truck, and I pushed all the raspberries back into the bush for him. It was so much fun. Good old Bob had no idea the things we did with this plow truck. Plowed so many people's driveways. Plowed snow in front of so many people's driveways. Oh, that was evil. Probably shouldn't have did that. But actually, speaking of big snow piles, one time we had a little tiny car called Subaru Justy. I don't know if you guys ever heard it. I heard of it. It's a little 3-cylinder micro car, and it's like super small, like just like literally could park it on top of like the course and it wouldn't cover the whole thing. Whoa. And anyways, we drove through a snowbank that was basically taller than it was, and when we came out the other side, the entire thing was just caked in snow. Like, you couldn't see out the windows. All the grill was jam-packed. The wheel wells were jam-packed. It was crazy. Never seen anything like it. Whoa. Thank you again for coming by. I know you keep saying that, but I appreciate the company. It's nice hanging out with some people after a long week. And you know, if you guys have a particularly unpleasant week, I will give you a shout out. It was not a bad week, just, you know, some weeks are less than others. What happened that was bad? Well, I got a nail in my real SUV's tire. Second one in like a month. And I've never had a nail in my tire my entire life. And the tires are brand new, like 2 months old. Bullshit, man. And then a bunch of other little things too. Got a little speeding ticket too, and those camera ones. Oh, those are the worst. Just the worst. Only $40, but oh, it's nothing worse than a robot catching you speeding. We're just gonna go back this way. I think we're gonna go grab the little Jeep for a little bit and switch up. This one's been pretty fun. Whoa, almost crashed into the holes there.
the nail in the tire was like, what? I literally just got one fixed last week. A big screw. I don't know. You know, you can get them anywhere, right? So much construction all the time in the city too, so you can blame it anywhere. Well, you know what, guys? I think I gotta run for a little bit. Just remembered something I have to take care of before it gets too late. So yeah, I'm gonna have to duck out before we get into the Jeep. But we'll drive this guy on Sunday night if you guys want to come back. I understand if you can't, but yeah, hit that follow button perhaps, and we'll see when we'll be back. The course itself, the design was kind of like organic. I'll just tell you real quick about that. I made this big platform under here, like lattice work platform, and then I just started building things. I just started building that back mountain. I built that corner, connected them all together there. I built that thing up there, and then I built this thing up here. Just kind of kept building it day by day. Just, yeah, super organic. This thing took, like, honestly, back here, probably like 2 months, but I was only doing like evenings, like an hour or 40 minutes here and there, not a ton. And I built like tables and stuff too, so it took a while. You know, everything's all recycled though, pretty much. All that material was like garbage wood and stuff from the garbage down there. That one's made out of a door frame, that table's legs. Yeah. Thanks, G-Kid. Cool, guys. Well, I got a few things I gotta go take care of. Thanks for coming by. We'll be back on Sunday night. And if I don't see you then, we'll see you later. Peace all.